Hello, this is Mary from Around the Craft Room. Thank you so much for coming over and checking out my channel, watching my videos, leaving comments, and subscribing. Please share. I'd love to have any more comments or suggestions. This is going to be our last video in this series of making this junk journal using a paper bag. We're going to be using up our designs and pictures that I've colored and some scrap paper that we've used for other things. I'm going to get started decorating the cover and then making some embellishments, and let's get right into this. Okay, inside our book, I've used this blue paper from this paper pad. So I've taken cut aparts, and I'm going to use a couple of those to go along with our pictures. So I'm going to take this and cut it apart, and then I'm going to take some of our other pictures and we're going to decorate our cover using that. Okay, when I make a journal, a vintage journal using tea-dyed paper and all that, I like to ink everything with vintage photo and the browns and all that stuff. But this one's a little bit brighter. So I found some ink pads that are blue. Just using some blue ink pads and an old gold one that's really pretty bad, but I still love the gold in it. It shows up real pretty. I went ahead and cut apart that paper, and I'm not sure what all we're going to use on that. And then I cut a piece of the scrapbook paper using our decorative scissors. Which, you know, I saw these at the Dollar Tree the other day. I have several, so I didn't buy any, but I thought, I haven't seen these scissors in a long time, but I'm sure they're still out there somewhere. I cut a piece of scrapbook paper a little bit shorter than that. We're going to just play with the top and see what we like. Also took some of this paper that we had used for ironing, this deli paper, and tore around it. Just tore some edges around it. Thought I might kind of soften up this paper a little bit using a piece of that. We're just going to play with some of these designs and see what we like. That's kind of cute, but I kind of want to use some of these flowers. This journal's not. I'm going to lay it out like this a little bit better so it will be easier to make the cover on it a little bit better. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take the blue, and these are just makeup sponges, and just go around and get a little bit more. I like the darker color better. And do the outsides a little bit. Sometimes we don't think about using different colors because everybody uses your vintage photo and your browns and mahoganies and all that color. Everybody uses that, but sometimes we don't think about just using colors like blue or whatever color our journal is, red, or you know, you could do this in red and golds for Christmas. That would be really pretty. There we go. Kind of like that. Use a piece of this deli paper on top of that. Makes it kind of soft like. Let's see. I have a lot of these pieces of paper that we've used, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just use up all these designs some way or another, which we used them in our book. There's some flowers there I could cut out and have some flowers across the bottom if I wanted to do that. Just give me some idea. Some flowers across the bottom. I kind of like this though. I like this bigger flower. We may have to cut part of it off. Let's just go ahead and cut this one out. If we did that, I could put this up here like this. Let's do this flower. And still want to do some of these cutouts. Let's see. I could do this gold and bring in some touch of this gold and stuff and put it across the top here. Put that up there. Let's see. I'd like to have it say, stay bright, breathe. Oh, that's a little big, and still put the flower on it. I don't know, we'll just have to think about all the different things we could put on there. I can cut this one down and just have the gold part showing to go with the gold up here. That would be kind of pretty, I think. I think I've got too much flowers there. I'm going to have to cut some of that out. And of course, the leaves are going to have to be trimmed off once I get them figured out where they want them to be. But I don't know. Let's see about putting that. No, that's too much. I don't know. There's just too much leaves on there. This would be covered up with some of that. Bring that all down and cover that up. But it seems like I need something up here, but not this much leaves. I'm going to trim these leaves off. We can always tuck them back under there if we need to. To trim them up like this so we can use them again if we need to. Here we go. I do like this deli paper on here, but I don't want to put globs of glue underneath it, so I want to be able to put it. It's almost like using vellum. Your glue might show, so I'm going to try to figure out where the flowers are and put more glue under there. I may put a little bit of glue around here, but not enough that it's going to show too much. So I like these flowers like this, and then maybe this across the bottom. And I still like this gold to bring in a little bit different design up here. Now, where do I want this leaf to go? We could put it in here. No, don't think so. Or I could put it back up here. Okay, I'm overthinking this a little too much. I think this will be fine the way like this, and with this on here like this. There we go. Which I'll have to trim up some of the leaves anyway. All right, so I'm going to get ready to glue that down. I'm going to go ahead and start with the flowers. There we go. Get this laid on our deli paper correctly. There we go. And then, where's my other leaf? Did I lose it? Oh, there it is. And then I'm going to take the deli paper up and put some more glue under it, and then glue it back down onto our background. Put more glue where the flowers are, but I am going to put a little bit of glue. I'm hoping it won't show, just around the edges. So we're going to try this anyway and see if I can smooth this all out. Put it back down on here, kind of up closer to the top. And hopefully that glue will just kind of blend in there once I get it all rubbed down. I'm going to go ahead and take our decorative scissors and trim off our flowers, our leaves. I'm hoping they will. Whatever's hanging off the edge of this paper. There. And I don't know, maybe should I do the whole blue? Yeah, it's not going to hurt. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this at the bottom. And I like this gold, which I really wanted it underneath that flower, so I'm going to have to raise that flower up a little bit before he sticks down completely. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like to add this little more touch of gold in here. And then maybe put a little bit more glue back on our flower. Now I'm going to glue the whole thing back down onto our book cover. All right, so we still have all these stuff that we wanted to use up. I won't be using it all, obviously, but we're going to find some pages and add some things in some pages, and maybe add some of these as tuck spots. You know, I think I could put something on this front cover and then just maybe make a tag. We use this for a tag and put under here. Or, you know, I don't want to cover up all these because you might want to write on them. I've made a lot of junk journals. I've used some as journaling, where you just do a lot of writing and stuff in it. I've used some as almost like scrapbooks. I did one for Christmas one time with my family. I've done several where I've done a trip and it's just a traveler's notebook. They're usually the smaller traveler's notebook size, and I do it with receipts and memorabilia of wherever I've gone on a trip and stuff. Okay, so we're going to use up some of the papers that we've used before. I've already used those flowers on the front, so I probably won't use flowers again through, unless I use just one or two of these little ones or something. Okay, I think I will put this in here. It doesn't stand out on the back of this, so what I think I need to do is have something, border it with something that will make it more solid. So let's see what we got in our paper pad that goes along with this. Ooh, that's bright. Orange. No, that's got gold. I don't want anything that's going to stand out more than what it already is. Let's try this and see what we think about this. Kind of border it a little bit more. I'm just going to cut it just with my scissors, so I won't have to take it to the paper trimmer or anything. We might trim it up once we get it roughly cut out. Let's just see what size this is. This is, let's see, 4 by about 5.5. Let's do this one 4.5. Let's try 6 and see what we come up with. Well, I think that's a little too big, so we need to trim it down a little bit. This is just a guessing. You don't have to be precise about any of this stuff, any of the cuts. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. It kind of breaks up the colors more than just that gold rim around it. I will just glue this completely down onto the blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue down just 3 sides and leave the top open, and we can put that journaling tag in there. So that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Leaving the top open for our journaling tag. And I think, don't know if I've got any ribbon or something to put on that. I think it would be better to put a piece of ribbon or something. Let me see if I can find something to put on there. Okay, I was looking for some ribbon, but I came across this little blue flower. I thought he was kind of cute. Just take him off the stem there. And I'm going to take the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher and just staple him right at the top of that flower, right on the top of that. And then I think I'll take a pearl or something, this little flat pearl, and just glue it right in the middle of that. That's a little big. I think maybe I need a little bit smaller one. Okay, I didn't find a pearl, but I found these little rhinestone thingies. They're supposed to just peel and stick on there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put a drop of glue on it anyway. Yeah, let's try this one. Might take a little while for it to dry. I still think I'm going to look for something else because I really think that's going to be a little too bold for that. I like the pearl idea better. I couldn't find my little pearls. I know I have some somewhere, so we're just going to leave that on there for now, like that, and a tag there. I'm going to go ahead and turn to the centers of these. So I found this punch. It's a scalloped punch, and I like the idea of the scallop punch. I go back to these flowers. I'm going to see about cutting around these flowers a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Get in just with my scallop punch that flower out there, and maybe this one here. Trying to use up some of these, and then I'm going to find a piece of blue scrap paper. Let's try this and punch out a couple of designs there. I'm just going to take and put the string. I want one of the strings longer than the other, just because I like it like that. No real reason. Then I'm just going to put a some glue on this. The string in the middle, a little bit more glue down the string. And then take one of the flowers that we punched out and put on there. And this will be just a little bookmarks in the middle. You can move it over if you want to put it into the next page. There we go. Again, using up some pictures. And you can always do this with any other kind of punches or cutouts that you have. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this other one. This adds just a little bit more to your journal. Okay, now let's add some more. Still have several of these cutouts. Yeah, this butterfly. I could trim him up. Let's see what else we have. We have the big flower. We might be able to take it off the leaf. And we've already cut a part of the leaf off, so I want to make sure I put it going this direction. Got a piece of cardstock, the blue cardstock, out of the paper pad, and we're going to put it on there and then put this flower on here, just like this, to make a pocket. So what I'm going to do is glue the flower down first onto this. Can't remember how much of it I need to put glue on now, because we're going to trim off the rest of it. Let me put the flower on here. And I'm just going to put glue on the 3 sides here to make this into a pocket. And let's see if we have how many tags that we can put in there. Let's see if this one will fit. So that's one section. And still not happy with that. I'm going to have to do something else because it's too big of a bump when you're writing. So I may just take the little thing off there. I'll just save that. Okay, I don't know what else I want to put in the book. I was kind of looking to put a butterfly. I'm not sure what we did with our other butterflies we had. You know, I always wondered how this little hat would look trimmed out. We take it off of her. You can take parts of your pictures, just look at them as pieces and not as a whole picture. From any picture you've colored, or, you know, even a coloring book that you might have colored or whatever. Just take a piece of any of the pictures that you've done and use them in different ways. I think this is a cute little bonnet. I don't know if we want the bow or not for anything, but don't know. So this would make a cute little design up on top of any of our pages. You can add it as a tuck spot underneath there, or you could just add it on here like this. I think I'll just put it on as an embellishment on there like that. Let's see what the guy's got on. Did he have a top hat? What did he have? Yeah, he had a top hat. That might be neat to put on the page across from that. Since all the color has been ironed out of this when we were using our infusible inks, and we've ironed all the colors out of this, you might come back in and add more color to the little designs here. I'll just add this one on the opposite side page here. So you can use up all kinds of your designs or whatever you have that you've been using for other things in your junk journals. You could do some kind of quote about a bonnet and the hats. And anyway, this is what I have so far, and I have a back pocket. I think I will put the rest of these tags that goes with this, and you can add into your journal. You might make a decorative paper clip or something and put it in there and add it into the back journal, so when you get ready to use it, it's just got a couple of things that we put in there. I'm still going to find something to put on that before long. I don't know. I just think that little pearl's too big. So I've got a tuck spot with a tag there. Put a tag in this one. Made our little flower bookmarks. Added our top hat and our bonnet here. Okay, so this is my Use It Up journal, which I was using up the designs for when I was doing my infusible ink and my sublimations. Thank you for getting to the end of the video with me. Share this video and give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this little series. Thank you again for watching.